got some excellent connection. All right. Looks like we're set up here. All right, so this is my first stream. I decided to study a series called Nihongo So-Matome. I don't know if you can see that, a little bright. But this book has multiple series. They have one for N4 and 3, and so I'm just going to be going through these and really try to learn Japanese again. I've taken a bit of a break and it's time to get back to it, so I wanted to find a creative way to hold myself accountable, and if I can take along others for the journey, I figured why not. So I hope you walk with this journey. As people start to join, maybe they'll join in the chat. As I make mistakes, people can point those out, or maybe people have questions and we can learn Japanese together. One of the things when I'm looking for videos, I always notice people are like, oh, this is what I did. I'm like, great, but how did you really do it? You know, how did you're saying, oh, I read this book, I did these 5, I did this, but how did you go through that process? What was the failure that you encountered as you did it? And so that's what I want to try and show everybody as I work through these, and to myself. And to go over a little bit, I'll switch to the next view. So these are the books. You can see here there's 5 books in the series. Each book is broken out by different categories. So this one, we have grammar, we have listening comprehension, reading comprehension, vocabulary, and kanji. And all of these categories are required to take the N3 level of the Japanese proficiency test, language test, and that is a barometer for companies to understand the level of Japanese that you can perform in their business. I'm not so keen on getting a certification for that, but because it's kind of important, and you know, heaven forbid anything happens, if I need to get work where my Japanese is really important, it's good to study this. Right now I'm at a casual level. I can talk casually with people, but as a business level, I'm severely underwhelmed. So underperforming, and this is why I'm starting this. So of these books, the reading comprehension and the listening comprehension are done a little bit differently. So I'll handle these differently at another time. However, these 3 books are done daily. And so if we open this up, you can see in the explanation here that this book is used in a 6-week study guide. Each day you will study 3 of the 4 grammatical items found on the Japanese language proficiency test, the JLPT. So this is a 6-week course. Each page is broken, I believe it's 2 pages, is broken in by week, so the number week that you're on, and then day, the day that this item lesson is on. And so this continues for grammar, kanji, and vocabulary, and each one is different. They kind of don't piggyback on each other, which is kind of unfortunate. I had hoped that they had, you know, the words that you learn here can be applied to the next chapters. I think they loosely do, but they're not direct correlation. So you can see here for day 1, we'll be going over like appliances and setups in a room. And then you have kind of some sentences, examples, more definitions, and then you have test examples. On the 7th day, you have a test, and this test is formatted like the JLPT. and then you'll start the next week, start on day 1. So every 7 days, this is what you do. Kanji is similar. So you can see here, it's about eight kanji. I think it's 8 to 10 kanji. Looks like it's 8. It's averaging 8 here. But then you also have the kanji. And then you have the kanji words that use this kanji. And then you have some testing. And then what you do here. And then, let's see, then grammar, which we kind of started at. Grammar is similar, but then you have about 3 grammar points each day that you would go over. And then again, on the 7th day, you'll have a test to go over here. So it's nice. Here it gives you an explanation. It gives you a couple of sentences, and this can be a bit difficult to understand, especially for self-learning. So I also picked up this book, The Handbook of Japanese Grammar Patterns, and this kind of goes into detail about each grammar point. So we can see here, like, let's see. Let's pull up a grammar point. So, dareru. And then I got some markers here, so you can see here, dareru. And then dareru will have its base definition, and then it has number 1 example, and then number 2 example. Then you can see there's a lot here, so there's 3. It's about 3. So you can see that there's a bunch of different examples. I believe this one focuses in on the first one and the second one. The uses there, focusing on ni. So I have this in case I get stuck, which I'll be using with all of you if you see it. And then I have this other tool, not just my cat here. And this is Sticky Study. So Sticky Study is pretty interesting. It's a flashcard app. If you click on it, it has some audio that it will share, and then it shows the kanji, the word, related kanjis that are in this word, and then example sentences, so you can kind of see it. And if you click on it, you get a little, digital. Some of these are actual voice recordings. So I think the creator of this had done a bunch of voice recordings, but then kind of gave up and used Siri or an electronic voice. And then you can add to this. So what I've done is I created one for grammar here, and I kind of did the first one, and now this one I created myself. They didn't have this in there, so you can create it. You can, for the Japanese, I use the example sentence. Then for the onyomi other, I used kind of the congregations, and then for the kunyomi, I did an example sentence, and then English is the definition for this grammar point. And then kanji is what I showed you originally, and then here is the regular vocabulary. And so I have one for kabe. And the cool thing is when you have just a single kanji, if you click on the kanji, you can start to practice it. So you can see here it shows you the stroke order. It's a little kibishi, which is kind of strict. So you can see here, this is how you do it. And then each time you do it, these lines get lighter and lighter, and then eventually they disappear. So it's a really good way to, study without wasting too much paper. And then I think by the 4th one, it kind of expects you to know it. Oh, no, it's getting lighter. Okay. Maybe one more. But you know, by the time you do it, you know it. Alright. And now do it. Remember it. Oh no. You can see that it flashes. Oh. Let's see if I can do it again. What's this one? Like, oh, damn it. Terrible. What? Oh, I don't know. There we go. What? See, it's kind of strict. And then there you go. So I got it. So it cleared. It's nice. Once we start creating some of these, I will show you another really good way to study kanji with this. And it's helped me in my Japanese class. Just some backstory of myself. I've done like a 9-month intensive Japanese learning class starting 3 months in. So like the first Mina no Nihongo, I studied Mina no Nihongo, and so the first 2 books are done in a year course. So I kind of jumped 3 months because I studied a little bit by myself. I really didn't understand enough when I joined, but I picked it up quick. Well, I like to think I picked it up quick. I don't think I picked it up that quick, but I was definitely the worst in the class. But everybody, you know, did help me, and that was nice. So once I finished my 9 months, then I went into work, and I did try to do some self-study, and I kind of let it go. And so my level is about an N3 at the beginning of an N3, so that's why I'm going to be studying this here. So, all right, let's see. So to get started, I'll start with grammar here, and then I'll go over to the grammar in my app. All right, so we have wakareteru. Let's see. So, let's see. Wakareteru. この本には詳しい説明は書かれていません. So there is no detailed explanation in this book. Yeah, that's kind of true. Let's see. So we have rareru. Here shows kind of the verb. So V for verb congregation. I believe these are shown. I know you can kind of see them here when it's going over, but I think there's an explanation to some of this. Yeah, I think it's just basically here. So, what is this? So rareru. When you mention a fact without a subject, the passive form is usually used, and it has this little kid at the beginning. 僕にはもうやらせて怪我をされると困るからダメよ. And then if you don't know what it is, it kind of shows you, let me do it. It's like, no, I'm afraid you'll hurt yourself. And it shows it in different languages, which is kind of cool. So, okay. So, 入学式はこのホテルで言われません. The entrance ceremony will take place in this hall. And then これは世界で一番大きいダイヤモンドだと言われています. This is said to be the biggest diamond in the world. Yeah, kanji. I mean, katakana is always kind of a pain. Like I always have to read it a couple times to really understand what it is that it's trying to say. So, all right, and then the last one here. Mukashi wa sono kangai ga datta shi to omowarete ita. The idea used to be considered correct, tarashi. So, kangai ga tarashi to omowarete imasu. So it's kind of like history. Okay, so it's kind of telling me like the history of things in this one, kind of telling me information about something that will take place. And then there's no detailed explanation, because it's kind of stating a fact about this. So, okay. So this one I've already made a kind of study guide. One thing about this app is it doesn't let you do line breaks. So if you try to get creative with the formatting, it really doesn't work. And if you're going to do something long, the English form will let you continue past one line, but the other ones it's only one line. So if you go past one line, it doesn't format it correctly. So it's not necessarily made for grammar, but I'm using it anyways. So let's go to the next one. Akachan ni nakareta. Tomodachi no akachan o dakko shitara nakarete shimatta. So when I held my friend's baby, it cried. So this one is noun and then ni, and it can be used or it cannot be used, and then verb dareru. And so this is showing a difficult situation as a result of something. And then like an example here is verb darete shimatta. So difficult situation that happened, like shimatta, doing. Let's see. Ame, or that's my understanding of it. Ame ni furarete fuku ga nurete shimatta. My clothes got soaked in the rain. Damn it, hate that. So the ame is marked by the ni. So it's basically saying that the rain did this to me. So the rain fell on me, and my clothes got wet. And then the last one here, chichi ni shinairete daigaku o tsugerarenaku narimashita. Wow, that's sad. So I couldn't continue my university education after my father died. So yeah, depression. It's a rough one. It got serious in this learning session. So here in my cards, what I can do, actually I think, browse, I can hit the little plus symbol, and then I have my Japanese here. And then what I'll do is I'll kind of just do it up. Oops. Chan ni na and then how do we do this one? Okay, so this one is ni. Oh, man. Neat. And then let's do V. Okay, so I got an example in there. And then kunyomi. I'll probably go back and do that. Not really feeling doing that by myself right now. And then let's see. So if I put this so showing a difficult situation as a result of something. All right. So do I understand that? I don't know if I completely understand it. I understand that the ni needs to mark the noun, like what is happening. But I think where I'm getting a little confused is it uses the fuku ga nurete shimatta. Okay, so that's shimaimashita, which kind of is over in the N4 level. So it's kind of like it's happening in the middle of the sentences, but it can also happen at the end of the sentence. So, and then you can see here it's like karete shimatta, and all of them are like kerare naku narimashita. So they're all like this passive form that is kind of mentioned here, but it also, so here I guess, okay, so this makes a little bit more sense to me. So so the father chichi ni shinarete, so my father died. That's like past history, which is a mention of fact without a subject. And then daigaku o tsuzukerare naku narimashita. So this negative form showing difficult situation as a result of something. So but this is also showing that difficult situation, that information about the past and the naku narimashita. So it became negative, like the negative feeling of not being able to continue, is my understanding of this. And I can also look it up. So sasere. So this one is noun ga verb rareru. So that's kind of not what we're looking at here. This one here, to. So to, you see that? Okay. Man, can I see that? Let me get up in here. Oh, sorry for the shaky cam. I got my phone up on my top of my desk. Okay, so noun ga, noun ni, verb dareru. So let's see if we can find one that's easy to read. So kono atari no tochi wa Daioshin ni dakshin ni o sen sarete iru. But it didn't do that form, right? That deite. So you can see the knees are marked but then it doesn't do the they. So we were looking. Aha, here we go. So the B, the second noun ga noun en kara. So direct passive. So おばあさんが犬に噛まれた. Okay, that didn't have it, but that's the next one. Okay. その子は母親に叱られて泣き出した。So the child was scolded by his mother and a burst of outcrying. So I didn't really know the word shikarete, but I guess that's scolding. So sonoko wa, so the child, hahaya, the mother, formal, ni, so doing the thing, shikarete, which is the scolding, naiki dashita, so naki, like crying, and then dashita, like coming out, like boom, coming out into the face, out of the face. So okay, that kind of makes sense. It's kind of like kara, which is I guess it can be ni or kara. Yeah, and is there any kara examples? Hito kara no de, yeah, dare kara mo shindai sasereteiru. Because he is honest, he is trusted by everyone. Okay, yeah, so that starts to make a little bit more sense. And then this would also apply, but we're not. This isn't where I was stuck. Like that, one of the things is I've noticed in the past is these books are very specific. So I'm just gonna stick to what it's saying. Try not to go too crazy here. So let's see. The last grammar point here is oya. 早く帰らせてください。ちょっと気分が悪いので早く帰らせてください。そう、早く帰らせてください。早く帰らせてください。早く帰らせてください。Okay, since I'm not feeling very well, could I go home early? And then here we have the way that this can be used. So we have the verb sasete, and then kudasai, moraemasu ka, moraemasen ka, and then the expression is used when asked for forgiveness from the other person. So expression used when asking for forgiveness from the other person. I thought it was also okay, so I guess it's like asking something where you know, like, oh, I don't feel good, can I go home? Where you feel bad and you're asking for permission. But I believe sette kudasai can also be used to ask to do something. But in this way, it's like asked to do something that is asking for in a way that, you know, promotes forgiveness. So let's see. Anata no kaisha no ohanashi o kikasete kudasai. Please tell me about your company. See, that doesn't seem like it's asking for forgiveness. So, you know, and then yeah, here, te o arawasete kudasai. Could I wash my hands? Like, I guess please, but please isn't always forgiveness. So This one I might need to research more, but I believe, given the example of the sentences, I understand the expression that it's trying to push forward. So I'll make another quick. So let's see. The one thing is I use Colmac, and you can't you really can't use the Colmac layout of your keyboard on the Japanese form, so you have to retain QWERTY, and my QWERTY is terrible now. So, oh man. So let's see, could dot site. Yeah, I'm not using the kanji for that one. Okay, and then we'll do verb. And then and then yeah, so see, this is where we get into trouble, because it's like, how do I guess I can space and do yeah, I guess that works. And then I can do, let's see, could say, and then what do we want? And then let's do a period instead. Lastly, what do we want? Woo, getting there. Maybe I'll also learn QWERTY again. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. Oh, but it didn't do the line, right? Aha. And then here, go back into this, and then oops. Also asking, I'm gonna add asking for permission, because I believe that's the kind of the feeling I get from doing this. And this, I think, is a little harder to find. I think I have, yeah, so I made some notes when I was trying to do this earlier. So in this book, this part would be 140, and it's 0.4. So right here, so you can see verb sasete kudasai. Yeah, see, request permission. So that's where I was getting that thought. I prepared a little bit, and I'll probably go through and do the whole week of where these grammar points are in here, so that when I go to study these, it's not me like fumbling around and then getting frustrated trying to find where this, these grammar points are, because that happens. I mean, I don't mind sharing that, but I don't know. I figured it might be better. So yeah, a causative expression combined with an expression of request, such as kudasai or itadakimasu ka, indicates a request for permission, as in this pattern. And then it also has a expression combined with the morao, to receive, or kureru, to give, shows that the speaker views being allowed or left to do something as a kind of favor. 3 and 4 are idiomatic expressions used in introductory remarks of speeches, etc. They are humble expressions that imply the speaker's gratitude and sense of honor at being asked to undertake a certain task. And then, yeah, is there anything else? That's kind of there. So, I mean, that kind of is there, you know, gratitude for being able to go home and feeling bad about being able to go home, or washing my hands. So, I think I have an understanding of that. So, now let's... All right, let's try some of these. Let's see. So maybe I will study a little bit first. So you can go here and just hit start, and then I'll bring it up. So it'd be nice to bold these a little bit. I might put spaces later on to really draw attention, or put some parentheses around the key points, because now this just looks like a sentence. But ni narete, so the child began to cry, right? So showing a difficult situation. So you can see that it tells me about the ni and the karetu, but the child, it kind of didn't really give me some of the information before that. But okay, so the result of something, and then so I might hit no on that. Hayaku kaerasete kudasai. So please, will you hurry? And so this is that third point, that you know, asking for permission or forgiveness for wanting them to go faster. Okay, so I'm good on that one. So when you mention a fact without a subject, passive form is often used. Okay. So you can see that that's a little harder, but see, I have a sentence in this one, so I'll go back and do sentences later while I'm studying off stream. But this, yeah, so kono hoku de iwarete owaremasu. Okay, so you know, this is where the entrance exam, ceremony will be held. So when you mention a fact with a subject, passive form. So, showing a direct result, without a subject, passive is formed, and like the negative result to something. So showing difficulty. Okay, I think I got these. They're going up. Passive is also used. So, so as a result of something, and then this is asking permission, apology. I think I got this one down. So this one, you know, it's still giving me a little, like, you know, I understand mention it for the subject, so I'm interested if I'm going to be able to do that in this one. So okay, so I think I'm good for immediate study. So tadashi ho ni maru o tsukenai nasai. So highlight the ones that is correct. So eiga wa seikai ju de hanasarete imasu. Hanararete imasu. So hanasu. So hanasarete. So it's rare, but you can see the words, so kakare, so okuna wa aremasu, so wa, so na turns to wa. I mean, do turns, this particular turns to re. Iwa, you turns into wa. So it's okono na u. And then omowarete ita. So omoimasu. Warete masu. So I think this one's A. I don't have my red pen right now. Yeah, I don't know. In Japan, it's kind of awesome. You get these pens that you can erase. So I will use my red pen later on the next stream. Let's see. Kono tatemono wa 300 nen mae ni. So the building 300 years ago. Tatahare mashita. Taterarimashita. So tatsu, tate. So it was. So I think this is B. Kyou ni shain ni yamareta yamerareta. So kyou ni shain ni. So this is a ni. So I believe ni is this one only. So it needs to follow. Sorry. So ni is this one only. So it needs to follow this form. So let's see. My dog is going crazy. Hey. 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 It's not that way at all. You can take it once and never have to take it again. Can't get you on stream. You gotta get up this high. Sorry, it's my dog. Okay. Let's see. So, kyou ni shain ni. Yamerareta. Yamerareta. Kind of forgot what kill is.
It's nice to go back up there. No, but you never have to take it again. One time is all you need with the right person, or the right people in the right place.
Seen any monsters lately?
Cute.
Not me. I'm a happy person.
Urgent.
See, I can't. It doesn't hurt me.
Urgently. This. Okay. This office worker. Yeah, quit. So, but how did he quit? So it's letting me know that this happened urgently, though, right? So rare do. So yameru yameru, right? Yameru. Yameru. So it should be, so it's not going to be yama, it's going to be yame rareta. Then, let's see. その話は、もうちょっと考えさせて、考えられせて、考える。考えらせて. If it's this one again. Man, is all these B? Something's wrong. I've done something wrong here. その話は, so this old story, もうちょっと Kangaeru. It's coming to me again. Kangaeru, right? Kangaeru. Yeah, so kangaera. Yeah, it should be. Alright, 今日はネズがあるのでやめせてください。休まれてください。So, せて, right? Both せて, but oh, is this also what this is talking about? せて, so 休む so like it's changed to ませる so ませてください so I'm going with A there. These ones are hard. So this one, if you don't know, it basically it has at the beginning of a sentence and the end of the sentence. I think sometimes it can have different things, and then it has 4 parts below that need to be inserted, and so this is to ensure that that you understand the sentence structures and how it can be used. The thing is sometimes you can use things like interchangeably and it's correct, but it's wrong for the test, and maybe it's always wrong and I use that excuse, but I don't know. Yeah, so this one, so Olympics, so Olympics, Olympic, I keep adding the S, Olympic. So 一度には年 Olympics は this is a subject 4年一度 sorry it's probably 一度 so once 4年 oops yeah you just put the numbers, don't put and then I feel like I alright, let's see, we'll see how that goes, right? So Olympic は一度4年に開かれます so it's stating that fact again, so everyone, yeah, so I believe that's right. 日本のいつについてさせて印象 and interview. So させてもらえませんか? So that's definitely させて, right? So it's this one. So no, I think this one is going to go in between. So について, but 印象日本の印象についてインタビューさせて、日本の印象 See, I'm gonna cheat. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, stamp. Oh, impression. Okay. 日本の impression について interview 日本のインタビューについて印象させて Oh, I don't think it is. I think について Okay, I forgot what needs. I kind of 日本の interview concerning について it's concerning, right? 日本の interview について Oh man. Okay, well, shoot. I think the grammar point, because this doesn't have a particle, so I think that goes there, and then, but it's weird to not have a particle between and show. Okay, so I'm going with that. Now it's time to see what's I got right or got wrong. And so the answers are always on the second page of the next lesson. And so we can see here. Oh yeah, did you get it wrong? Okay, so the first one was A, which I got right. Second one was B, which I got right. Third one was B, got right. No! Fourth one, I got wrong. So let's see why I got this wrong. その話はもうちょっと考えさせて。
考え。
考えすぎだよ。考え。ああ。考えさせて。Okay, so is it because 考えさせて。All right, we're doing another one. So there's another dictionary app that I use in Midori. I don't know what that was. But that was embarrassing. Let's see. So what I like about this one is if you look down here, it gives you the different congregation. So 考えられる。考えられる。あ、考え、no, look, 考え、here it is. 返させて。So that's why, because the congregation is always going to be that. So I'll put the mark down, but usually what I do is I'll mark these in red, and then there's like this really cool little sheet that I don't have that's red, and when you put it over it, it hides all the answers. So when I re-review this, I can kind of check the answer. But I'll put a mark that says I did not get it on my first try. But now I kind of understand what I did wrong here. So その話はもうちょっと考えさせて which is the congregation of this form. So that's what I did wrong. Okay. So let's continue. So 6, 3, 4, 2, 1. 3, oops, sorry. 3, 4, 2, 1. 3, 4, 2, 1. Oh my god. Damn. Really? 3, 4, 2, 1. Wow. 3, so I had the wa right, but then it's 4. 4年に一度引かれます。Oh, okay. Yonen. I blew it. Alright, yonen ni. So time marker. Ichido. I guess that's what it was. Like I thought that I needed, like I thought Ichido Hirakawaremas couldn't go directly after. Okay, let's see how I did on this next one. 3, 1, 4, 2. Ah, man. So, oh, I see. So insho interview. So Nihon no insho interview. So the impression interview. について話させてもらえませんか? See, and this is one where it's like, couldn't that have gone both ways? But maybe not. And so I will ask a friend about that. So these ones, obviously, I need to work on. And it's unfortunate because there's only 2, so it just feels like I don't know what I'm talking about. Or I didn't understand the concept. I am pretty proud that the what nitsuite sasete moraimasen ka, like that's like the grammar structure that I really understood. But then I went wrong with this insho an interview, so I need to see why it has to be that order. And then 4, 2, 1. So so the year, and then I guess like Ichido, I guess I just need to understand that Ichido can be before the verb. I mean, it can be it could be before the verb here. So that's good to know. And that's grammar. So I got grammar done. We're about an hour into the stream here. So that's, it's about an hour worth of testing. I mean, I think I spent maybe I spent 10 minutes or 20 minutes on introduction and kind of process. But that's the grammar. So that's the first pass of the grammar. I've created the cards. And then I'll go back over to my cards. And so, yeah, I don't know, when you're studying, for me, I don't mind if I'm looking at like a word I don't understand. Like I said, like it would be nice to go here to the vocabulary and then go, oh, okay, so here's insho, right? But they're not talking about insho here. So it's not like you can come here, study the vocabulary, understand the vocabulary, and then go into the grammar book. You kind of gotta understand it separately. So let's see. So for this, let's see. Kitchen de, living de. So living room and kitchen is kind of what they're going on. onaka ga suita, so hungry. Nani ka nai, anything I can eat. And then nokori mono nara aru yo. ビール冷えてるけど飲む so the beer's warm, I think. So like, are we gonna learn this? Here we go. Hireteru. Beer ga hireteru. So now we know that this is chilled. Okay, so yeah, didn't hireteru. Hiteru. And it's the short form, like spoken. So it doesn't say iru. Kedo nomu. All right, and then here we have the different words. So kitchen, microwave, denchi. We have wine glass, coffee cup, coffee cup, and then teacup, yunomi, or it could be chawan. And then it doesn't say. I mean, this is a teacup as well. So ochawan, ocha for the tea. And deizoko. So that's kind of hard to understand that that's the deizoko. And then we have gas range, gas kondo. Gas kondo. Okay, don't really. I've never heard that one. So loan words can be from any language, and kodo. I don't know. My pronunciation can be bad too because it's not fresh in my head. Garasu. Deba. A sink. So the deba for the sink, the faucet, turn on the water, and then a sink is nakashi. And then divingu. So mado glass, so glass window. Amado, the shutter. I think that's this. Oh, it's not this screen. Amido is the screen. Tenjo ceiling. Yuka is floor. And then konseto, the electrical outlet. Kodo, cord, and then eakon for the air conditioner. Heater. Carpet. Not kapeto. I'm gonna go kapeto. It's easy. But judan. All right, and then obaimashou. Okay, so now these are kind of sentences like suido no jakuchi o hineru. Jakuchi. Did we learn jakuchi? It says turn on the tap. Suido tap. But see, we didn't. It's so weird. Okay. So these are words. Mizu ga koru. Kori. So kori is like ice, right? Kori. So koru. So mizu ga koru. Water freezes. And then kori no ni. You see kori. Ni naru, so it turns into ice. So kori. There we go. Um, let's see. レイドして、保存 so freeze to store. 残り物を温める so warm up leftover food in the microwave. 残り物 leftover. And then we have nokori mono. Okay. Biru o hiyasu. So biru o hiyasu. So chilled beer. Hiyasu. She said that's what she said, right? No, hieteru. So chilled. Hieteru. So it's being chilled. And then we have, let's see. What's this one? Aircon no remote. 電源を入れる。電源を入れる。Turn on the power. So power, and then 入れる. Turn it on. 切る. Turn it off. 手段を敷く。Carpet the floor. Wasn't the floor yuka? Shuran. So that's carpet. So shiku must be the act of carpeting. I don't know. Shiku or placing. So when I build these, so each of the bolded words is what I'm going to build out. And then let's see. Jiran o shiku. Okay. Heya o atatameru. So heat up the room. Atatameru. Danbo o tsukeru. Danbo o tsukeru. So danbo is the heater. So danbo tsukeru. So turn it on. Kura is easier. But reibo, danbo is like heating it up. Reibo is cooling it out, air conditioning. Ga kiiteru. So be well air conditioned. Kiiteru. Hiatara ga ii. Have good exposure to the sun. Alright. And then we have the words, and you can see, so I'm going to take a stab because I kind of know some of these words already. So let's take a stab. See, this one's a little, I don't know, it's like they're all right here, right? So it's, I don't know, you could easily cheat. Let's see, mukashi ga haite konai yori ni mado. Amido. O shime masho. So we don't want to let the bugs in. So amido or amido. I'm gonna go with this amido because it's not a, but you see now this is kind of like kanji, right? Amido and amido. So, oh, amado. Amido. It's this one. Oh, I don't know. So yeah, here it's probably better if I make these flashcards and study a bit. With this though, with words, you want to check the dictionary. Oh, that was right. Okay. So save currents. But I think there's also Amado, right? Sliding storm shutter. It's the thing outside. That's why I was like shutter. I mean, the shutter is that thing, but that's right. They always have it attached to the balcony. Let's see. Sarada o reizouko de hiyashite okimashou. So place it on a reido shite hiyashi. So yeah, we want to chill it, right? Reido chill it. So reido. I mean, hiyashi. What am I doing? No. Reido-su. Reido. Oh, geisha girl. Reido koro. Okay, I'm just. Is it they to? Oh, Jesus. Man, see, this always gets me. Okay. They to. So freezing. And then see, hirashi. Hirashite. What? What? Hiyasu.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one problem that I've always had with sticky study is sticky study doesn't have the conjugations. And so you always need the dictionary form when you're looking for it. And if you're still kind of learning how the congregations affect the verb, then you might not know exactly how it goes. So sometimes I fiddle around with it. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to cool it. Cool it. So I think we're good there. Hita o tsuketara. So turn on the heater. Heya ga atataku natta. Kite kita. So I'm gonna go with atataku natta. And then ちょっとそこのワイングラス oh グラス oh man come on グラスを取って and then 電池レンジ gas レンジ 電池レンジ gas レンジ doesn't have it. What's that other weird word that I didn't know? That gas, what is it? Kondo. Oh wait, chat. No, he tsukoshi atte isn't tenchi. Man, I was wrong. Cause gas range, yeah. Okay, 窓グラス Oh man. Wow. Well, it was wine glass, right? That I thought. So I'm gonna stick with the same class. Then what is it? So blank ni dore ga hairimasu ka? So 一つ erabe nasai. So put one. One goes in the blank. So atarashi kohi cup. So 4. この蛇口を温めるひねる入れる温めるとひねるお湯が出るひねる入れる鹿口 so the mouth of the faucet 温めるお湯 so お湯 is hot ひねる he had to do with cold so I think it's 3. Okay, let's see how we did. Yeah, I don't know if I should make all the vocabulary cards ahead of time and keep this shorter, or if I should do them on stream. So if you have an opinion, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I might change it up on myself. Let me know what you prefer. So. So let's check these. So, one. So 1 is BAA. So BAA. All right. And then BBA. BBB. What? So I was wrong. A wine glass. But it's amado glass. So I'm actually gonna ask about why there's a difference there, because I thought my logic was sound. Maybe glass is like relating to something you can hold, and glass is like a sheet. I don't know. Need to figure that one out. So, nande? Why? If you know, tell me in the comments. Otherwise, I'll find out through some friends, and I'll share it in the next stream. Okay, so that's done with that. So that added 15 minutes. I think it would take me 15 minutes to make. It's going to take me 15 minutes to make all the flashcards. And then I probably would give myself a little bit of time in between, just to see if I can retain that information, because doing them right after, I mean, it's not really going to help. That's why, like, I'll show you next time, but there's like a red sheet that you can use, and if you use red ink, or I think if you use green, green will block it out, and the red will disappear. And so if I circle it with red, then I won't see any of the circles, and so then throughout the day I can kind of test myself. So maybe and then I need to go back, like tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'll probably test that again and see if I know it. So afterwards I'll grab that red pen. I thought I had it here, but I don't see it. So all right, and then the kanji. So kanji is definitely something I'm going to need to study a little bit, I think, before I answer. And so I might do that off stream. But let's see. So, chushajo, so parking lot. So this is these kanjis have to do with parking. I believe that's the theme we got going on here. So I need to get a clamp to really lock down the book pages, because when it's the first page, it just moves all over the place. So here I'm going to show you how I do the kanji practice, because you're going to want to learn the writing. So I've already did kind of 2 words, so you can see we have like chu and we have parking lot, and right here you can see chusha and then chushajo. So I have no chusha, so if I go into the main one, chusha, so I can pull that one up and then save it to current, and now I've added that. So now we have the 3, and then I'll go into dictionary and I'll start finding all of these. So this one's so nai, and you can see it right here. So I'll save that one, and then I'll go into the kanji and save that, and then see if the kanji brings up any of the other words. So moody, not so moody. So there's moody. And then Murio. And then there was still some more. Shoot. Okay. Murio. Mukyu. So this one I need to type. Right. Mukyu. Without holiday, non-stop. All right. Getting there. And then what was the last one? Oh, nai I already grabbed. Okay. So you can see how these start to, if you find the base kanji, then you can find all the words. And it's really important to use the words, because I think with the words you start to learn the actual kanji, but without the words, it's really difficult to learn that kanji. Because a lot of times the kanji doesn't mean anything by itself. So you need it in context. So let's see, this one is man. Okay, so full years. So full. Okay. So that's the base meaning is full. So we'll save that. And then we have manzoku. No. Man in. Man sha. So man in. Okay. I'm gonna, let's see, man. Mansha.
感謝感謝
No dog. Can't show my dog. She's all up in here. All right. Let's see. So mansha. Got the cat in here too. Let's see. Mansha. Did I already grab this
Mansha.
one?
感謝
Okay. Let's pick it up. Man. Funman. Dissatisfaction.
不満
Munan. Munan. Fuman. Fumanju. Fuman. And then this one's Manin. Full
Manin.
house.
満員
All right. And so we'll keep going through these. So what's this one? Court. 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 It says court. Yeah, see, like sometimes like this, like the kanji sounds just okay. So hoko.
Hoko.
We'll save that.
Hoko.
And then we'll wrong one.
Hoko.
And then we'll save that one in. And then are there other words here? Go forward. Mukao. Mukao. Muke. Mukao.
向かう向かう
And what's this other one? Muko. Damn.
方向
Oh.
こ
Oops,
Muko.
sad. And then Muki. Hmm. Direction.
うき
Muki. Masugu. Direction.
うき
Not that is related. Okay. Prohibition. Kinchin.
うき
Is it Kinshi? Oh yeah, gotta learn how to stop smoking.
禁止禁止
Alright. Got 2, 3 more. Kanjin. Hmm? The kan is not the same, right? Kansuru. Let's try kansuru. Kansuru. Oh, kansuru.
関する
Save.
関する
Save. What is it? Kanjin. Right? Kanjin. Interest. Oh, kanjin.
関する
Ah, I did it again, right? Oh man. Kanjin.
安心
Man, I got kanjin for myself right now.
安心
Okay. Okay. Next one. Kanke. Kanke. Oh, look at that. It's using the one above too. See?
関係
Save. Boom.
関係
And then we want this kanji. And then what are the other words? Kakari. Kakari. What? Kakari. Oh, this one's okay. So I think for this one, person in charge. So it's the kanji is also being used as the word that we'll learn here. So see, out of all these kanji, one could be used by itself, right? So yeah, you can see these don't. It doesn't happen often. Okay, and then the last one is done. Let's see.
関係
So we'll put a word in without permission. Mudan. Right. And look, this is using a kanji number 2 up here. So again, you're starting to
Mudan.
like when you learn words with the kanji, you just
done
so many repetitions of seeing it over and over again, and you'll I'm not sure if they're doing it this way, but there's like the onyomi and the kunyomi, so the reading sound and the speaking sound, the sound, and those are different. One is like more traditional to like how Chinese kanji sounds, and then the other one's more like how Japanese sounds, and it's interchangeable. I don't know all the history about it, but that's my base understanding of it. And so here, let's see, so this was like mudan, so this one's mu, right? So mu, and then all of these are like mu, and then this one's also nai, so nai. So this could be not eat or mu. What was this one? This one also went up, right? Kan. And then this one only has kan, so I don't know. These aren't very good examples to kind of explain what I'm saying. I guess you can see it here with this one because it's like ko, muko, mukao, muki. So this is mukao, and this is ko, which is the top one, and then this is mu, which can also go to ko, which it kind of shows, and then mukao, and this one's muki. The muki, the last one. So it tries to get the different sounds in there by learning those different words. So you kind of start to learn the different ways that this kanji can be said, and you'll learn it like naturally that way. It's a little different than just learning each kanji one at a time. I do think it is important to learn kind of like the radicals, how each of these come together, because you can build out really cool stories with it, and then that helps you build mnemonics to remember these kanji. And I'll go over that in another video, maybe next one. It's helpful to me, and there's a good list online. I think there's like about 200 that you need to learn, but they're worth it. And those ones, there's no like direct translation, so you just learn English for them, and you can kind of build your own, but some of them kind of can build into stories that you can use. So okay, let's get back on track here. So this one, koto aru here, right? Dansi. Wow. Batting zeros here.
油断
Alright. 断る
断る断る
And then what do we have? Dansi. Dansi. Dansui. Alright, Dansui. Water outage.
断水
Suspension of water. What? Water outage. Dansui. Suspension of water supply. I don't know which one's right. It's failed. Maybe we'll learn when we go through it in here.
断水
Alright, so this one, study for this could take some time. But let me show you a really cool setting. So if you go to study style, by default this is what you'll see. So basically when you study, what happened here? You see the word, you tap it, you get the definition. No audio, nothing, right? But if you go to settings, study style, what you can do is you can turn off that and do the pronunciation, which would just be the hiragana, the kunyomi or onyomi. I think they usually use the onyomi. And then you can click on writing, and you can see here like let me see. So if you put too many settings, you can see in the top left right here it says invalid. That's not helpful, right? So you want to get this to work like where it says settings again. I'm not going to use the English because I want to learn the meanings. So pronunciation and kanji writing, and then I'll put the audio vocab at the bottom, and then hit start. Then we can study. So Mudan,
無断
without permission. Mudan, and it has those two kanjis, so I do not know that one. So this one's chu. So chu, I believe, is also the one that is like chushajo. So let's see. This up for anybody. But chushajo, it's like the horse, right? And then wait. And then you can do 1, 2, 3. What? Yeah, there we go. And then you get the little fire kicking. And some of these I named because if you know the like radicals, like I was saying, you can create. So this is like the top one's like a bird, and the or it could be kind of like a horse, because uma is very similar with the little feet, and then it's like the king. So the king on his horse, I guess, is a resident. I don't know. I can make a little story there, but you can see I kind of nailed that one. So I kind of already know that one a little bit. K. So K. So kagaru, kakari. So kaga. So yeah, I don't know this one. So I can click answer, or I can do hint. If you do hint, it gives you one line. Yeah, so I don't know this one. Okay, so if you do the radicals, this one is a person and a thread. And so the person is in charge of threads, sewing. Person in charge. So that's how I would kind of do that one, and then you can show it. So if I click on it again, I can maybe practice it a bit. So the person and then thread. And here I would just keep repeating this, like person in charge. Thread. So thread. It's the person in charge. So this person. It's thread with the person in charge. Whew. So person and then thread. Oh, get out of here. Ah. What? Ah. Oh, failed. Okay. Come on. Boom. All right. And so I think I got it. So cool.
こ
Cool. The direction. And so I'll just go through these, and then once I think I got it down, then I'll do this. I think in this case I'm not, it's going to take me more time to do this one, so I'll probably sit here and do it for, I don't know, another half hour. But I'm probably going to cut the stream off here for now. But I'll do that for another half hour or so, and then do this again. And then I also, like I said, I'm going to go over some of my answers that I wrote. I go over them and with a red pen, and then I can kind of block them out and do like check my work and see that through. And I'll probably do that a couple times throughout the day. I also have everything, here, so I can practice some of the grammar and then do my my different kanji writings and learn those. And yeah, I mean, if you use mnemonics, the one problem is you can't, like I said before, you can't do multiple lines in the onyomi and the kunyomi, so you had to put it in English, and then you can't do line breaks. If anybody can figure out how to do them easily, I found one way if you copy like a line break from another program in, but it's not easy. So you'd have to put a marker that you understand, maybe a slash, and then put a sentence, whatever your mnemonic is. Like, so for, like I said with this one, like this is a person in charge, so I'd say like the man, because this radical is a person, which I'll explain later. And then thread, this is like the radical for thread, so the person in charge has all the threads, or like look at that person in charge news threads. If I want to use a little slang, something that is funny and it makes me remember it, and I can edit this here, and I can put that there. I think even if I look at that, does that work? Hold up, I don't think I've ever tried that. Oh, look at that, you see that tab brings it down. Oh, so what happens if I say, oh shoot, hold on. This person. Oh, I'm so used to my my other keyboard too. Oh, it just doesn't get easy, does it? Okay. Hey, I mean that kind of works. Maybe I can do 2 lines. Oh, look at that. Boom. Oh, no, get out of here. Uh-oh. Oh, I gotta scroll. Well, that's not very convenient. It's kind of cool. I might keep it. Awesome. Hey, solve something out live on the stream. So this is kind of cool. I do kind of like the idea that it lets me scroll it, because then I don't really need to see my mnemonic all the time, but in case I wanted to, boom, right there. So I guess that's one way of doing it. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm really looking forward to keep working on these. I can see that I'm almost at like 2 hours, so we'll see. Like, I know streams like to stay open, and so if this starts picking up steam, I might just leave these open and really just do my whole study. You can see that I haven't, like, I've just did the preparation, and I still need to put in all the vocabulary. So you do want to set aside about 2 hours of your time, it looks like. I'll see if I can speed that up, and you can definitely break that up, right? Like in the morning I can put in all my vocabulary words for the day, and I can study them all day, and then come on stream, or get home after work, and then do the questions and see do I understand them, and so that is that's a way to break up that time. But it does take time to learn the language, and this is a 6-week course, so I look forward to doing the 6-week course with you every day. And I'm not there may be a day I miss, but I really want to try to use some accountability, so every day I need to do this, and I might speed these up, or prepare myself to speed these up if I need to, but I might also just leave them open but now that I've gotten one stream under my belt on this, I feel more confident to learn in front of everyone. So I hope this is beneficial to you. If you liked it, please subscribe, click the bell, like the video, so that it helps with YouTube algorithms, they say. So it's all new to me, but I've watched enough YouTube videos to know the flow. So thanks for starting on this journey. I really want to show my failures because I think it's important that we learn from our failures. Just because I make a mistake, I'm not a mistake, right? So it's very good to, you know, when we're learning a new language, make those mistakes. If there's things that I don't know, I might not have the answer, and if nobody's here to help, then that's fine. I'll ask other people, but I don't want to give up. And it is embarrassing making mistakes. I mean, I made mistakes here, and but the journey is more the reward. So I hope you join me with this journey, and I'm excited to keep this up and add a new skill set to my life. So thank you. And with that, I'm out. Have a good one.